Journey. If you are just finding me, a big welcome to the channel. And if you are returning, a big welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. Now, today is my weekly weigh-in video, our little chit chat, if you'd like to say. And I have an additional very small grocery haul. I had intended to have a larger grocery haul, but the bottom fell out and I just did not have the heart to shop in the flooding rain. I made it to Publix and Sam's before the deluge started, so I'm going to show you what I picked up. I did find 2 new things at Publix that I've never gotten before, and 1 new thing at Sam's that I've never gotten before. So just a very small, what I consider healthy grocery haul to keep me on track. We'll get right to it. We'll get to our weigh-in, and then after that I want to show you, before the grocery haul, I want to show you what I've been working on crochet wise. Y'all know I'm working on stress relief and mental wellness, and I picked up crocheting. I mean, most people start with little tiny projects. I started with big blankets and throws. I mean, I go all in. I'm all in everything I do. So YouTube has definitely been my friend on learning how to crochet. I'm actually on blanket number, let's see, I finished 3, so I'm on blanket number 4 and 5. So I'll show you the progress on those and what the yarn looks like. But first, weigh-in. Now, y'all know last week was all about the numbers. We had been to Louisiana, and I had a lot of weekly points that I shared with y'all. And last week I did not gain, I actually lost, which was really super surprising to me. But this week's result is not surprising because this is a pattern of mine. Through the 15 years that I have been either a Weight Watcher or a Healthy member, the weeks that I've kind of gone off the rails or even a planned off the rails, sometimes my weight takes me by surprise that week. I'll either stay the same or I'll even lose. I don't know if any of you are like that. If you are, tell me in the comments below. But the next week, it will get me. So this week's weigh-in, I did actually gain a pound. Which is by any stretch of the imagination not a problem. I mean, I am in maintenance, so up a pound, down a pound. I mean, we're never going to stay the same no matter what we do. We're not going to stay the same number every single week. I did have 77 weeklies used last week, which for me is really a normal week. I very rarely stay to my weekly 28 points. I usually eat my 25 daily for maintenance, and I usually eat, I would say, somewhere between 50 and 75 weekly points. And that causes me either to stay the same, maybe up a pound, down a pound, but really all that is maintenance, you know, plus or minus 2 is really maintenance. So I'm not upset about the pound. I'm not surprised about the pound. I think it was more from last week showing up. The week we were going to Louisiana, showing up this week. Sometimes those little pounds are sneaky and they show up later, but nonetheless, I know my pattern, so I think that helps me, you know, mentally. I think if we can track enough, look at our weight, you know, fluctuations enough, correlate them with what we're eating and how we're tracking, I think things won't come as a surprise to us. I think knowing our bodies the best we can is really going to help us mentally on this journey, you know, this wellness journey that we're all on in some shape, form, or fashion. So Sean also weighed in this week. He was up 0.4. I know y'all always are checking on him. And for him, that's really maintenance as well. You know, up a half a pound, down a half a pound, you know, even gain a pound. He's in maintenance just like I'm in maintenance. And it's okay that he gained almost half a pound. I mean, he's not upset about it. He knows that goes with the territory. So he tracks his food. He knows what he's eating and not eating. He knows how many steps he's getting. So he is right on that maintenance track with me. So that was our weigh-in for this week. I'd love to hear how you're doing. If you drop down in the comments, let me know if if you're struggling, if you're happy with your journey, if there's something that we can, talk about that might help your journey. What are you doing for stress relief? What are you doing for mental wellness? All of that is now part of my channel. I'm no longer just focused on weight loss or weight maintenance. It's all about that overall wellness. I have, arthritis. I have a chronic IBS with C condition now since September. And so I'm dealing with those things, trying to stay as healthy as I can and alleviate some of those symptoms. Some of it has to be with meds. Some of it is with my diet, some changes. And some of it is just getting my mental wellness in check. I'm a worrier. I'm go all the time. I go all in on things, and I don't really have a lot of downtime. Mentally, my brain runs all the time, even at night. I think that's why I don't sleep well, is my brain never shuts off. So I have decided I was going to start crocheting. Now, some might go, oh, if you don't know how to crochet, that could be like frustrating. Well, I have ripped out a few projects before I got pretty much right on the stitches. I'm still learning. So my blankets that I've done so far for 2 of my grandchildren and for Sean and for my oldest, my baby son, JD, which is fixing to graduate college. He's not really my baby son, but he's always my baby son to me. They have mistakes, but they're made with love, and I'm learning, and I've certainly had a lot of fun, and I love seeing the project build and progress. So I wanted to show you the 2 that I'm working on now. One is for my granddaughter, the first one I'm going to show you. These are colors she picked out 6 years ago when I was going to learn how to crochet. And I got so frustrated, I put it down. I had the colors picked out, and luckily they still had the same yarn. I just had to go buy more of it. But this time I'm determined, mistakes and all, I'm not going to get frustrated, because that's kind of like our journey. Our journey is not perfect. It's messy sometimes. The edges aren't straight. We have to, back out some stitches and redo. Same thing with our journey. We have to, back up and change our plan. So I kind of look at my crochet adventure sort of like my wellness journey. It's a very good compare and contrast for me. So this is Caden's blanket. It's made with super chunky, soft Bernat blanket yarn, and her color is called Forest Sage. And this stitch is it's a knit stitch, but it's translated into crochet, and it's kind of like an abbreviated or a changed up fisherman's rib stitch. So here it is. I'm gonna hold it up so you can see it. So you see the little ribs in there, so it gives it some texture. And so this is how much I've completed. This is 1 ball of yarn. So it's gonna be about 50 wide, and when I'm done, it will be about 60 inches long. So I'm really super happy, and I don't know if you can see it, but look how squishy soft that is. I love this yarn, and I love that stitch. Okay, so that's Caden's. Now this is mine. I decided I wanted to make me something out of not the squishy yarn, as much as I love it, but I wanted to see if I could work with a smaller yarn and make my stitches, even, and my edges straight, and just kind of practice something different, because I won't always use that squishy yarn. So this yarn is the Big Twist. You can get it only at Joann, I'm pretty sure. This is called Carousel, and it's Wildflower, and it's all the colors I love. And it's a simple Suzette stitch. It's just single and double crochets. That's it. You chain your chain as wide or as long as you want your blanket to be, and then you start working it from there. So here are my colors. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And I am pretty proud of those pretty straight stitches. Now, I did have a rookie mistake, and I'll show you what it is. Normally, my blanket would go this way, and it would be 60 by 72 because I wanted a longer throw. But I don't know what I was thinking. I called myself measuring it out, but in my head, I measured out the length, the 72, and not the 60. So now my stripes are gonna go this way, which is good. It's lucky, because stripes can go this way. It's still gonna look the same. The pattern is still gonna look good up and down, even though it's not sideways. So this will be 60 by 72 when I'm finished. And it is a beautiful, just a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It's really pretty. The stitches, the Suzette stitch is really pretty, and it's really simple, but it did let me know that I could work with smaller yarn and make the edges really straight, and fairly straight. I'm really proud of that. I will probably put a tiny border on it, so if I have any irregularities on the edges, it will help hide that a little bit, but super proud of my little blanket that started. Now, another rookie mistake, I didn't know how much yarn I was gonna need for this. And so to figure out how much yarn you need, you usually crochet one skein, get that measurement, and then you do the math for however long you want it. So this blanket's gonna cost me a little more in yarn than everybody else's because it's gonna take more of it, and the skeins are not as big, but it's okay. Live and learn, just like this wellness journey. You live and you learn, and you just keep going, and you know, you make lemonade out of those lemons. Okay, now, the little mini grocery haul. We'll do Sam's first. Okay, you know, those of you that know me, this is a staple. Red pepper hummus. I have it upside down. Red pepper hummus. We always get this. This is just about 2.5 bites, two to 2.5 points if you're Weight Watchers. But it's very, very flavorful. So you could do that with some pretzels. You could do that with the little bites that I normally get at Sam's, just as a side, you know, with your chicken and vegetable on your salad. So red pepper hummus is always in our refrigerator. Another staple, Black Forest ham. Now for about 4 slices, this is under 2 bites for me, but it's very, very tasty. It's uncured Black Forest ham, Member Smart brand, and it's only about $7. So it's not bad. This whole thing of red pepper hummus is under $5. Okay, we're never without our halos. Sean and I both love these. So got those. Our coffee, Dunkin' Donuts ground. I love that. And now this is what's new for me at Sam's. I think Ro over at Slim, I think her channel is Slim Win now. I'll find the channel and link it. I'm sorry, Ro, if I got the name wrong. But I think she had these in one of her grocery hauls. But they're only 2 bites for me. I don't know what they are on Weight Watchers yet. Sean will have to tell me. But they're all my favorite flavors. They're sour cream and onion, barbecue, and cheese. But they are the veggie puffs. I love the veggie straws, so I'm gonna try the veggie puffs. And they're almost 2 bites less for a bag than the pop chips that we normally get. So, and they're a little more than that less than what the veggie straws are. So that is my Sam's haul. Let me show you Publix. Okay, I normally get the little triangles, little non-bites at Sam's, but I found these at Publix and I really love them. They are the non-rounds and they are the caramelized onion. And for 2 of these, they are they're large. They're 5.6. So if you wanted to even make a sandwich, you can make a sandwich with these, like an egg sandwich or a ham sandwich. If you wanted to have one, I think bites, it's 2.6 or something like that. So sometimes I'll just toast it and have it with my meal. But the flavor is phenomenal. And Publix had them on sale, 2 for $7. So that's a great buy. Okay. They had Driscoll strawberries on sale, 2 for $5. So I'm gonna dice these up, and I'm gonna go ahead and maybe sprinkle just a little bit of Splenda, just so they'll be a little bit sweet. I've got to go to Walmart and Aldi because, like I said, it was just a flood, and I did not want to get out and get wet. So I am gonna pick up some of the lowest bite spray whip topping to go on top. I have chocolate in the refrigerator, but I want just a vanilla because I found these at Publix also, and I've never had them. They are a little point heavy or bite heavy, but I'm gonna have them with my strawberries and probably a couple pieces of chicken sausage, but they are ready to go pre-wrapped crepes. So this one is filled with strawberry and this one is filled with hazelnut. So the hazelnut is about 6 bites for one, but they're a really good size. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there you go. That's the whole length of it. And this one is not quite 6. So one of these, some fruit, and a couple pieces of our chicken sausage is gonna be a really good breakfast for not a lot of points, you know, for my breakfast meal. So I picked up those. They were also on sale, 2 for $7. All right. We had to pick up more of this, our Jones chicken sausage. Now, those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know that I have made my own sausage in the past, but this is very, very delicious sausage. And it's for 2 links, it's under 2 bites for me. Even 3, it's just slightly over 2 bites, and it's very flavorful, it's very good. It does not have a huge amount of sodium compared to most sausages. It's under 400 milligrams for the 4 links. So if you're not having the 4 links, that's cutting it even down further. So to me, it's a better, healthier, more natural sausage. And then I always have these in the fridge. The fajita strip, Tyson, they're 0. Weight Watchers, they're 0 for me on Healthi. Sean grills our chicken, but in between grillings, then I like to keep that in the refrigerator. So that is my little mini grocery haul, and it was very small. Would have been bigger. And I just have to get things like, you know, English peas and black beans and green beans and a couple things like that from Walmart. I need to get my chicken breast from Aldi. So not a large amount that we missed on the grocery haul, but I just didn't want to get wet. Let me think what else. Oh, tonight we're having chicken tortilla Instapot soup. I made a big batch a couple weeks ago, and I will try to link my Healthi recipe, and I have it in Weight Watchers. I'll try to link that as well. I think you'll just have to follow the link, and it will make you log into your respective apps, and then you can see the recipe that way. It's no time to make at all. We made a huge Instant Pot full. I think I doubled it, and I think we got 12 or 14 servings out of it. So that's what we're having tonight. And I'm gonna make our favorite cornbread. It is Don't Break Your Diet cornbread mix. Now, when I find this at Walmart, and that's the only place I found it, someone said maybe Publix, but I usually get 3 or 4 if they have them when I'm at Walmart, because I can't find them anywhere else, and they don't have them all the time. Now, something changed in my Better Balance app for Healthi. This used to be a lot less in points. I make this in a big round pie pan, and it's 8 very large servings. So an 1/8 of the I think it's a 10-inch pie plate that I make it in. It's like 6 points for this. The Weight Watchers is a lot less. I think it's 3 or 4. I make it with just the mix and an egg and yogurt. So I don't follow the directions on the box. I can also link that recipe in the description box as well. I think I have it in both Healthi and Weight Watchers. But this is what we're going to have with our soup tonight. And those of you that know me, I have to have confessional right now. Usually when I go to Sam's, I avoid the deli, except, 2 weeks ago when we were in Louisiana. I avoid the deli. But this time I went in knowing that I was going to get a cinnamon butter pretzel. And that's what I did. I ate my pretzel when I shopped. I tracked my 22 points. I took it out of my weeklies. So my weeklies are pretty much, shot for the 28 for this week already. And it's just Friday, but I'm okay with that. I mean, like I said, I usually use all of my weeklies and then at least 50 to 70 more, sometimes a little less. But that's just what I do. I mean, I don't advocate that for you if that's a problem for you, or that would mean you couldn't just, stop your eating trend for the week. But I mean, if you want the pretzel, and you're going to be able to control the rest of your week, then have the pretzel. I mean, this is a journey. It's our life. Like I've said before, life is food, food is life. And we just have to learn how to live with it, track it, and not feel guilt and shame, because the shame is what causes us the problem. I mean, it's food. It is food. And as long as we're trying to be honest with ourselves, track our food in some form, whether it's writing it down, using an app, being honest and accountable, then you know what? That's okay that we have a pretzel, or a donut, or the chocolate, or whatever it is that we want, because we're being honest with ourselves. It's not about being honest with somebody else. Like, I don't need to know that you had the pretzel, but it's about being honest with ourselves, because if we start cheating ourselves and lying to ourselves and not tracking it and throwing it away before we get home and covering the packaging up, then we have shame and guilt, and that is what keeps us stuck and not being able to change our situation. So no shame and no guilt over here. Just be honest, eat it, track it down, enjoy it. Maybe it brings back a good memory for you. Maybe you just love the taste of it. Maybe it's something you do once a month. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy it and live this journey to the best of your abilities. And that's all that we can do. That's the best that any of us can do, for sure. So that's going to be it. It's just a quick little chit chat. I don't have any real words of wisdom today, except be honest. No shame, no guilt. We are just people on this journey, supporting each other and doing the very best we can. And that's all that we can do. And I always ask you to do something for yourself once a day. Put yourself first once a day. Whatever that looks like to you. Whatever that putting yourself first looks like. It could be taking a nap. It could be reading a book. It could be like me, working on my blankets today. It could be phoning a friend. it's whatever that looks like to you. But taking care of yourself first is not selfish. That lets you take care of everybody else in your life that depends on you, because there's so many people that depend on us. And if we are not the best that we can be, we cannot be the best for anybody else. And I just also ask that you find something each day that brings you joy, because if we have joy in our journey, we're going to continue on our journey. If our journey feels like it's just the hardest road trip ever, we're going to get off on the first pit stop and we're not going to get back on the road. And that's not what I want for y'all. It's a lifelong journey for me. There's been some hard pit stops, but you know what? I've always gotten back on the road. And to do that, we need to find joy, something every day that brings us joy. It doesn't have to be about your food. It can be as simple as crocheting a blanket, making a card, going grocery shopping and getting healthy stuff in the house. Anything that brings you joy to your soul is going to make your journey go so much easier, and you're going to be able to go so much further on that journey. So that's my 2 wishes for you. Put yourself first once today, every day, and find something each day that will bring you joy. It can be the same thing every day, or it can be something different every day. And maybe make a note of it and share it if you want to, because I would love to hear what brings you joy. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to put these things up, and I may even put my pajamas on early. It's raining. It's kind of dreary outside. I'm going to curl up with my new series I'm watching on Hulu. It's 911 series. Kind of been binging that. There's 7 seasons. I think I'm on season 4. So I binge that at night. But I think I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to get my next ball of yarn for one of these 2 blankets I'm working on, and I'm just going to enjoy my day, wait for Sean to get home, and that's going to bring me joy today. And talking to you guys brings me joy today. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every person who has chosen to follow me on this channel. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not anything special. I'm just Wendy, just on this wellness journey and just trying to help you along the way. And that brings me great joy. So I love each and every one of you, and I will see you soon for probably coming up, I think before No Tag hits again, which is the 2nd Tuesday of every month, will be 2 or 3 Temu videos. Now I've done a couple of those in the past. They reached out to me again and asked me to do a couple of videos, so I'm waiting on all my Temu loot to get here, and I'll have a couple regular videos dedicated to home products that I ordered and crochet products that I ordered. And then I'll have a couple shorts coming up just with a couple individual dedicated items I'm excited about. And I hope everything I ordered that they asked me to send the links for, I hope everything's in stock, because I'm excited to get it all. So look for those videos coming up within the next, I'd say, maybe 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take everything to get here. And so I have to get it here, have to kind of get my thoughts together. And I'm not a professional, you know, at this, so kind of what you see is what you get. So I have to get all that together. But those are coming up. And then, of course, each week I'm going to do a weigh-in video for you guys. So until the next video, do something for yourself first each day and find the joy in your journey. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later.